Hello and welcome back to my single player survival world. I am the survival architect, you can call me Liv, and in today's video you can see that we've had another lectern appear in the base. Now yes, I have been doing some work. I am starting a project over there. I'm also continuing this project and doing some other stuff in the base. But that's not going to be today's episode because this is another lectern with another set of coordinates in it. Last time we had something like this, it took an entire episode to do. So what I'm going to do is for this episode, we're going to completely ignore the projects we're working on. I'm just going to give you this preview. If anyone kind of knows my ender chest, I don't think I've shown it much on camera, but if anyone knows my ender chest, you'll know what that is. But this lectern with a book in it has dropped the coordinates 0, 35, and 1027. Now right now we're on 34, so it looks like it's going to be a point underground. And it's, I'm pretty sure, yeah, over in that direction, yonder somewhere. So, the first thing we're going to do in this episode is going to pop over to these coordinates and take a look at what is happening over there. So, we're just closing in on the coordinates now. I got to go to 0, which is around here, and 1024, 1027 I think it was. And that looks like 1027 is here, and we've got to go underground. So underneath me is my cave spider area. I know we were here in the last episode to show off this honey farm. There's still no bees out, but I have also been doing some AFK over here, and I've got a whole bunch of string and a whole bunch of spider eyes and cave spider heads as well. So thought I should just let you guys know about that. But let's drop down into the spider area now, and what will we find? There is a lectern here. Now if I use the targeted block, it's 0, 36, and 1027. 35 is the block under it, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure this is what they want me to do and not the stone block that's underneath it that I use to mark where I should AFK. So if we just take a look at what's in this lectern, it says, there are rarities in this world. The cutest predator is one of these. You have killed 31 potential pets. You have a chance for redemption, and you will protect the rarest axolotl. So, I'm guessing that this is to do with axolotls. Now, if I just look at my statistics real quick, mobs, 31 axolotl. Okay, well, they're right. I've killed 31 axolotl. Probably while I've been AFKing here, just swiping away at some cave spiders while they've all been spawning around me. As a reminder, quintuple cave, there's 5 of them in this spawning radius. But so that's what this this book says. I mean, the cutest predator is also another example of it. I have picked up an axolotl. I have one. It's sitting in my base somewhere, but it's just still in its bucket. So the cutest predator is the achievement when you first pick up an axolotl. So I'm assuming this has to do with axolotls. I mean, it says it. Then it also says, on the next page, your quest begins at 000. Well, I thought this would have been the start of the quest, but okay. We will pop over to 00 now and take a look at what they've got there. So we're just coming up on 00 now. It should be just over this mountain range. Okay, and then down on the ground here somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's in the savannah. Oh, what is this? That is a hole that goes right down to bedrock. Okay, I guess we're dropping down to bedrock. So if we just jump in here and then pull up at the right moment so we don't die when we hit the ground, hopefully. Oh, hello buddies. There's some axolotls here. That must be really uncomfortable. Anyway, there's 4 lecterns. It looks like they all say the same thing. So I'll read it out. It says, these axolotl have... Excuse me? Did you just jump into his... Okay. These axolotl have no home. Give them a home where everything began. Okay. And yes, they all do say the same thing. So, where everything began. Well, there's 2 places for that I'll go and check now. Then I'll come back and grab these axolotl and, I guess, give them some sort of home. I guess we are doing work in this video. Because, I mean, I want to keep them in an aquarium. So we're just coming up on the starter area here. We saw this this house being built a couple of episodes ago. I think it was a couple of episodes ago. But if we just pop in here, there is a lectern. Okay, that means that this is the place, not spawn, not the spawn hole. It's here in our starter base. Now this really isn't where everything began because we built a different, crappier starter house, but there's a lectern here, so I guess this is where we're building, or finding them a home. Build them a home here. Your next task will be found at the end. If you go before they have a home, we will know. Well, okay, I'm going to take this lectern really quickly and move it, because it seems like they want me to build an aquarium in here. So I'm going to have to take out this and this, because they're going to end up breaking, and just put them over here for now. And I guess what we're going to do is we are going to pop into a time lapse, get a small aquarium constructed in this floor. There's 4 axolotls there from memory. So I will build a small aquarium probably in this area here, and it goes right up to here and then across, or maybe not underneath this beautiful towel rack that I armor stand magics. But yeah, let's pop into that time lapse now, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, as you would have just seen, I just constructed this little aquarium. Now, it doesn't look like too much from up here. It isn't really that much. It's just a stone brick chamber that has been textured with some cracked stone bricks and some mossy stone bricks. And then I bone mealed the ground after putting in like these support pillars, and then put in some kelp to kind of bring it to life. And I think it's a really good fit for this little area. It'll be a nice little home for the axolotls, albeit a bit draconian. Later on, when I have more coral fans, I might go through and put some like yellow. In fact, I'll probably do that in today's episode. Put some yellow coral fans and blue coral fans and red coral fans all through here, and kind of bring it to life a little bit more. Maybe put some coral blocks in the floor as well. But what I need to do now is I need to go and get the axolotls. I've got the water buckets ready, so I'm going to fly over to 00 once I grab some more rockets out of my rocket box. I can't. Okay. I will fly over to 00, grab the axolotls, and bring them back. I'll be back in just a second. So we're just coming up on the hole at 00 now. You can see it just down here, and I'm going to pick up the axolotls, move them over into our little basey area. Where are they all? All right, there's 2 in here. Pick up you, grab out the other 2 buckets. Oh, that's a lectern. Pick up you, and then pick up you. All right, now I've just got to get back to the base of these guys without dying, and hope that I can get them in without spilling water everywhere, because that's the one thing I really am good at, is making a mess. So, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, I'll be back in just a second. Here we are back at the Axolotl Sanctuary in our little starter base. I'm just going to fly down here, go through this front door, and plop some how am I going to place these? Like that, I guess. Plop some axolotls in here. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Okay, all 4 axolotls are in. I'm actually going to go and collect some coral fans really quickly, and some coral blocks. I'll install them, and then I will show you the update on it, and then we will move on to the next part of the quest, which is in that lectern there. Well, I've now got all the coral blocks in, and I'll just grab out the glass to fill in this last little hole, and as you can see that those corals really make this little room pop. Now, I love watching the axolotl swim around, and the best thing is they won't despawn now that they have been picked up and put down by me and my bucket. But yeah, the corals just make the entire place pop really well, and kind of makes it look a lot more natural despite being just a simple stone box. So we need to go out here and have a look at this lectern, which says, we've already read this, but your next task will be found at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually considering that there's been a whole bunch of axolotl based stuff so far, I'm going to assume that there are going to be axolotls in the end, and they are going to require me to probably transport them back here too. So I guess I'll take some buckets and maybe some materials. I'm not sure. I'll just put some stuff in the shulker box and hope that I don't need to build anything in the end. So let's pop over there now, and I'll be back in just a second. We are over here at the end portal, as you can see. I haven't really decorated this. I haven't even got a nether portal here. That's a project for another day though, because we're going to pop through. It's apparently raining in here and see what's happening. So right away I can see that here one of the cages has been reconstructed with a quartz top. No! They're in... No! They're inside the cage? That's awful. Don't end crystals spawn in here when I haven't... They're inside this metal... Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I guess right. There were axolotls here. They're all pink axolotls by the looks of things, just like the ones in the last area. But let's, if I can actually land on here, let's take a look at what is on this lectern. So it says, these axolotl were stranded here after the Ender Dragon died. That was like episode 3. How long have they been here? They require a modern home here. Help them. Your final task can be found at your fuel farm. Now, I'm not going to think about that quite yet because I need to build another home here. Now, I can't just move them. I can't just move them to my base. Like, they clearly came here looking for a home in the end, and they end up just stuck in this metal box. So I'm going to build them a nice little home on, well, it might be down there, so that they can have, you know, a good time, kind of just keep existing, and hopefully be just axolotls in the end. So we're going to pop into another time lapse and get this little bit constructed. Well, I've got this all constructed now. As you can see, I have replaced the glass panes with just normal glass because it turns out that when you put water in there, it all spills out because glass panes can be waterlogged now. But all in all, I think this is a really nice looking structure. Like, combined with the endstone. If you could see the endstone bricks at the bottom, I think it would look better. Like the purple glass and then the blue water behind it isn't the best. But all in all, it doesn't look bad. Fantasy domey kind of things like this are what I used to build before, or they're the things that I am most comfortable building, so it's nice to be able to get back to this. I do really enjoy them. It is really hard to make something this small on such a small scale though, especially when you have very little color variation. Like it's just not something that is really that's particularly easy to do. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. But if we just pop back up to the top of here, we should see that the next one, I think it was in the nether? Yeah, final task can be found at your fuel farm. Well, there's 2 places where that could be. Since I've been at my base collecting these, collecting items for these builds, I know for a fact that it's not at my lava farm. So it could either be at the Wither Skeleton farm or it could be over at the Blaze farm, which are both in the nether. So let's pop through to there now. Hope I don't die from an enderman on the way over there, and I'll check in with you once I'm there. We are now here in the nether. Oh my goodness, that's turned into a giant spawning platform. Now our Wither Skeleton farm is just over yonder, as you can see. Here are the buttons, and if I just come around here, ooh, there's a lot of Wither Skeletons falling out. Maybe I can get another skull. That'd be nice. But it doesn't look like there is a Wither Skull. Oh, not Wither Skull. It doesn't look like there is a lectern here because it's either in there or down here, and it doesn't look like there's either of those. So I'm gonna pop over to the Blaze farm. Yeah, the Blaze farm now, which is over in the other fortress. So I'll go over there now. Check in with you once I'm there. See if there's any axolotls over there. So we've just arrived here at our Blaze farm. For those who don't remember, we constructed this a few episodes back. The killing chamber's just down in there, and it collects a whole bunch of blaze rods. But I spotted a whole bunch of water in the nether. What? This is surreal. Water in the nether? What is this? Okay. These axolotl are cursed to live here forever. Let them live in comfort. And then where my reward is. Okay.
Well, it's actual water, but I can't place it down. So I can pick it up, but I can't place it. That's really interesting. Huh. Well, it looks like these axolotl, I mean, the book said they were cursed to live here forever, which, I'm sorry, buddies. If I could move you, I would. But, I guess we're going to build them a nether-themed little aquarium in here, which, this is really weird. Water in the nether? Anyway, let's pop through into our third and final time-lapse for this video. I think, yeah, our reward is in the next one. So I guess this will be our last time-lapse for the video, getting us to construct a nether-based axolotl aquarium. That doesn't sit right with me. Water in the nether. No, don't like it. Anyway, let's pop into it now. So what I've done with this aquarium is I made a nether brick, like, kind of enclosure, which kind of ties in with the fortress, which is just over there. And then what I did is I mixed in some fire coral blocks. As you can see, they kind of start in the middle there and work their way out. And then I've put some fire coral fans on the walls and floor, and then some of these fire coral on the floor as well. And then for a bit of light so that I can see the axolotls and the axolotls can see each other, is I've put the, just a couple of bits of glowstone in the corners. Now, I actually really like this. It kind of implies that, you know, the fire coral, which is, you know, a very red block, could have originated in the nether, in a little pond of water like this. And then somehow made its way to the overworld before all the water in the nether evaporated off somewhere. Like we saw that water evaporates here. So maybe that's where all the water went, and this is the last little relic that the nether fortress preserved of the old water before it all evaporated and the nether fortress died out or moved to the overworld and became the villagers. Like, that's how I like to think of this. Now, at a later time, I might come back here and build like a warped wart structure around this and have that as kind of the home of the axolotls, because this kind of looks a little weird as is. But for right now, I'm kind of sick of building these axolotl enclosures. And I've done what the book said. I've done what the book said. I gave them a pretty home. Now, it might look a little weird for me on the outside here, but when you actually look down in here, it looks really good. So, that's this enclosure finished. Now, I put the book in here. It says my reward lies at 359, 126, and 249. So they've just given me the coordinates straight up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to those coordinates now. So I've just popped back through into the overworld through the nether portal that's just in there. Slept through the night because there's mobs everywhere. And now we're going to go and find these coordinates. So what were they? They were 359, 126, and 249. 126, actually, that's not too far from here. What, 249, 359 is just over here. 359. So it's going to be up here somewhere. And 120. Here we go. It's on, oh, there's a new lectern up here. These are the ones I placed as like relics from what we've done before, but this one's new. And these match up with the coordinates. So it says below. What, so I break in the top here? Whoa, what is this? What is this? Is this a... There are blue axolotl in here! And they're named. They're just called... Okay, they're just called axolotl, but there's blue axolotl in here. What is this? There's, what, 2 in there? Are there any more? I hear more somewhere. Over here? No? Even if it's just 2, there are 2 blue axolotl in here. That's so cool. I haven't seen a blue axolotl yet. Anyway, let's read this lectern. It says, Welcome to the Axolotl Sanctuary. This is the home of the blue axolotl. They cannot be found anywhere else in this world. They cannot be bred. To prevent their death, you also have been given 1 head. So I'm guessing, yeah, in here we've got a blue axolotl head. Wow. Okay, to get these, it's a data pack that I've installed. I also have a ghast head sitting around here somewhere, and I've got a grey trader llama's head as well. But there's essentially a certain percentage chance that you get a head of a mob when you kill it. Now, at some point I'm going to collect all the mob heads. I don't want to kill a blue axolotl, because there's only 2 of them. So, that's a blessing in disguise. Oh, perfect. Wow, this... Okay, can we just take a second to admire this cave? It looks absolutely phenomenal. Also, these guys are going to die if they just hang out like that, aren't they? I'm going to break that block. And these ones as well, so that the axolotl don't die on me. Yeah, can we just take a moment to appreciate this cave? It looks absolutely beautiful. It's decorated in like the lush cave style in the new 118 update. You go and take a look at some of my other videos. Quick plug, haha. Yeah, it looks like a lush cave. It's even got like the clay pools surrounding the water that cascades down into like a bottom pool like this. I'm going to collect this clay because I need more clay. It's got moss everywhere. Are these green carpets? They are. That's a really cool use of them to kind of change up the texture of this flowering azalea. I really like that. So obviously this has been manually decorated then, because green carpets don't generate naturally. And there's slabs everywhere as well, and stairs. Well, it's obviously been decorated naturally, but still, it looks absolutely phenomenal. It's just been sitting up here. How long has this been here for? And I haven't known about it. Ugh. Anyway, I love this. They're so cute, just swimming around in the bottom here. This is a really nice place. If I ever need to chill out in an episode, I'm just going to come up here and sit around for a while. This is adorable. Well, this video has been a lot of fun. I really enjoy kind of figuring out these puzzles that are left to me by some mysterious force, and then finding what's at the end of the line, which in this case is an absolutely amazing looking room. Like, oh my goodness, I love it, and it's just sitting here above my base too. The only proper lush cave in this world so far is just sitting above my base, and I didn't even have to build it. Yeah, so I've really enjoyed making this video. It's been a lot of fun to kind of figure out what's going on, and then go through and build the axolotl, or I should say aquariums, because you know those took a bit of time to make. They took about half an hour to an hour each. So including the design process. So you know, it was a lot of fun to design and build those. And then to come in here and see this as a reward for what I've done is just it's a lot. It's really, really cool. So yeah, a lot of fun to put together this episode. I want to thank everyone so much for watching this video. It's been a lot of fun to put together, as I've said. If you liked it, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more stuff from me, I mean, this is episode 20 of the Single-Player Survival series. There are 19 other episodes to go and watch. The playlist for that should be on screen around now. So, thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.